Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, October 21st, 2011. It is also the end of options expiration. Options expiration Friday is today. So next week we'll deal with no options expiration. And I think everybody out there has seen the volatility in this market. It's been a pretty wild whipsaw type environment over the past week with all of the rumors coming out about the European Union. You also had so many rumors about different stocks and earnings reports. Really, these markets have been all over the map. However, today the futures are trading higher by 12 points at the moment, and it's been a pretty good move up. You can see in this market really beginning, let me pull up my calendar here, really beginning around 3 o'clock in the morning, the market started to inch higher and really caught steam right around when the European markets were opening around 6 a.m. And you can see, sure enough, a big move all the way higher into the 1225 area on the futures. So tremendous move there. You know, when the futures are up, that tells you one thing, that the U.S. dollar index must be lower, and that certainly is the case. You can see how the dollar topped out simultaneously right around 4 a.m., has been declining ever since, getting a little bit of a bounce now, but we don't want to make too much out of that. And the dollar moving down, markets inflate and trade higher. Obviously, the catalyst is always going to be the European Union, the news coming out of the European Union. However, really the dollar is what moves the markets. When the dollar trades down, the markets inflate, and vice versa. It looks like the EU leaders will meet this Sunday. They're going to try to make some kind of resolution, or some kind of clarity here. Again, it's really, I think, in my opinion, this is starting to look like the debt crisis in the U.S. When the Congress, when the president was trying to raise the debt ceiling, and they're having this big standoff. This is turning out to look more and more like that. And remember what happened at that time. The markets rallied up for about 2 hours once the market opened up. So there was the debt ceiling was raised on Sunday night. The markets rallied for about 2 hours during the day, 3 hours, and they rolled over. We could see a similar event. I wouldn't rule it out. That's what I'm telling my subscribers to be prepared for. But in any case, looking at how this market is playing out right now, we give the market the slight upside bias. It is a Friday. Volume will get light after the first couple of hours. Last night also, we have to pay attention to the Asian markets. Asian markets were basically flat, with the Shanghai index trading down about 0.6%. So when we look at the Shanghai, it's most important. Right now, the Chinese ADRs, from what I'm seeing in the pre-market, stocks like Baidu are trading higher. So everything's getting a little bit of a lift today, regardless. Another thing we have to watch for today, since the U.S. dollar index is down so much from the high, that will boost a lot of the commodity names. So stocks like BHP catching a bid. Stocks like Freeport-McMoRan, FCX catching a bid. Stocks like RIO should be catching a bid. Yep, sure enough. And Cleveland Cliffs, CLF, iron ore, catching a bid. So all of these stocks are moving higher at the moment on the back of a weaker dollar. Now pay attention, because if that dollar starts to strengthen, these stocks will be the first stocks to come down today. Another factor that we must take into consideration today is gold. Take a look at the GLD this morning. That's a big pop in the GLD. Closed at $157.77 yesterday, trading at $159.68 today. That's a big pop. Gold is soaring this morning, catching a real good move. I believe it's up about $30 on the spot, trading back above $16.40 per ounce. The move in gold today is signaling inflation. So, let's watch that. I don't think the stock markets can really go up without gold going up. Gold has been signaling deflation to me recently. So we'll see if gold can trade higher. That would definitely signal, inflation again. And gold could start to make a little bit of a move. The pattern in the daily gold chart, it's making higher lows, and that has to be respected at the moment, especially if today can end strong and maybe get a little follow through. Yeah, the markets will inflate as well, but that is telling us gold may be ready to make a little bit of a move. But gold is trading up this morning and looking fairly good at the moment. As long as the dollar remains weak and these markets inflate, Gold and silver, and you can see silver closed at 29.73. SLV is trading at 30.55. So gold and silver are both looking very, very strong this morning, and we have to respect that. I'm going to go over a bunch of different stocks today that I think is worth noting. First, I'm going to start off with General Electric. The stock is trading lower. It definitely looks top heavy to me at 17. Trading down a little bit this morning, 16.39. There's not a lot to say there. It's at the upper part of its range, so we'll see if it can consolidate. But GE a little bit on the weaker side this morning after reporting earnings. Chipotle Mexican Grill is catching a pretty good bid. Stock's trading around the 320 level. There's still some resistance here. After this, it'll be around 335 or so, 330. So if the stock can really maybe break out, if the market's very strong today, this stock has upside potential. I wouldn't write it off so soon, but it is at a little bit of short-term resistance on the intraday chart at the moment. McDonald's. McDonald's is making a nice move. The stock looks pretty strong at the moment. Went to 92 bucks. I don't think McDonald's can get up, can trade much higher than 92. Maybe 92 and a quarter, 92.50. After that, the stock is going to hit a wall. So it just doesn't have enough energy, just doesn't have enough juice on the volume side on the daily chart. So traders that are, don't look to buy McDonald's up here. That's what I'm saying. Don't chase this stock right now. McDonald's will need to pull back and consolidate. Nice move, but it's hit its upside objective. Maybe it gets to 92 and a quarter, 92.50. I just don't see much more for that stock in the short term. So watch yourselves there in McDonald's. Let's take a look at Synopsys. This is a popular tech stock catching a real nice bid this morning, trading up around 30.25. Yesterday the stock sold off sharply, and today it's got that big pop. So again, this one is okay, but again, I don't know how much more it has left in the tank to the upside. So be a little bit careful there. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, GMCR. Yesterday, this was a chat room call right at these dead lows. Traders made a lot of money in the chat room yesterday on this play. Today, the stock is inching up a little bit more, trading up another 3 points or so. So nice little pop there for GMCR. But again, this stock has been just brutalized, and I do mean just beaten down on the daily chart. It's just been crushed right here. So again, Green Mountain is trading up a little bit. Don't make too much out of it. Again, we'll have to see where that thing closes and how it looks going forward. But Green Mountain has been taking a beating, and you want to be a little bit careful there with that one. Okay, let me see what else I have on my list here. I'm just seeing if I have one more. No, I think that's it. I think I covered my entire... Oh, here we go. GNC. This stock is catching a pretty good bid today. Okay, so GNC catching a pretty good bid. But before you jump on the bandwagon here, the stock is extended into resistance. I don't think there's a lot left for GNC. And I have one more. That was Lionel Basel Industries. Very, very good move. The stock could have a little bit more upside potential. There's going to hit the 50 moving average on the daily at 30 bucks. But really, believe it or not, upside potential to around $32. So this stock is strong today. I think this stock actually has upside potential. So do not go short this one. LYB is very, very strong today and could trade up as high as $32. Don't rule it out. Okay, so that's all the stocks that I'm looking at this morning. I know we went over a lot of stocks here. But hopefully you pick up some good information on those names. So far, the pre-market reports usually are pretty decent from what I've been able to talk about. So we'll leave it at that. Again, decent little move up for the markets. We'll see if these markets can hold today. It is a Friday. Volume will get light, so you have to think they're probably going to be able to hold up. If they do roll over, and they can, don't rule anything out, then you got to be careful. Traders should watch the U.S. dollar index closely. Really, the markets are just going to trade inverse to the dollar. You don't even need to pay attention to what's going on in Europe or Asia or anywhere else. Just watch the U.S. dollar index and remember the inverse relationship to the major stock market indexes in the United States. With that said, everybody, have a great morning. Those of you in the chat room, I'll see you on the microphone at 9:30. Those of you out there, have a great trading day, and we'll see you Monday. Have a great day.